Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. This is our Beast Tamer Bard build, episode 261. We are finishing up our conversation with Nocticula. We went through the whole initial conversation, about like an hour and 20 minutes worth of lore. Really fun, really interesting stuff. And then we have flipped through, just kind of like seeing what the other potential options are, and then kind of like now this is the third time through and we picked what's the preferred choices that we're making as this Azada Bard, right? So we're gonna go through all of the choice options again, just in case there's anything, you know. Fuck it. Well, this is the one thing that we haven't chosen. We're gonna say, no, I won't help you. Then help yourself. So long as the world wound exists, your soul will not heal. And there is only one path to closing it. A path which leads directly over Hepzibah's corpse. Nocticula breaks into laughter, then fixes you with a lingering look that is not one of anger or contempt. Am I asking for your help? I'm the one who's helping you. If you don't do what I need you to do, you'll die from your wounds sooner or later, and nobody will be able to cure it. You still don't understand. We both want Hepzibah dead and her plans ruined. Even if you are too proud to accept my aid, even if you leave here, you will still be moving toward your goal. A goal that serves my interests as well. So you have no choice, really. You cannot swim all the way to the other end of my realm, where your enemy awaits. I'm offering to help you and demand nothing in return. There is no reason to quarrel, sling hurtful words at one another. You wouldn't want to hurt my feelings, would you? I'm gonna push. We're just gonna reload, but I'm gonna push. No, I won't serve you. Bloodthirsty rage flashes across Nocticula's face, but she immediately regains her composure, shrugging in a show of indifference. As you wish. You will still serve my plans and thwart to Hepzibah. If you don't want to sail to Golarion on my ship, that's fine. Get your own. Swim there yourself if it pleases you. And then, once Baphomet's daughter is dead, you will try to close the world wound. You will have no choice but to try, given your condition, which means I stand to win either way. I've changed my mind. I do need your ship. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, we don't want that option, I don't think. Sorry. Round 4. Because I got intrigued. I had to try. I had to just see what was there. But no, that doesn't fit what I think we're doing from a roleplay perspective. Okay.
Greetings.
Great.
Lady Arilu, allow
The suit you have. You are my creation. You are us. You're. But they. Very well then. It was my. No doubt you have felt. And I also left you a present. Certainly. You always have. I see I am not the only. Nahind. Or rather, it was impossible. Not just any creatures. All those arrogant crew. Both. Yes, because you are seeking and patience. Before we.
Okay. Cool. Done and done.
That effect. I want.
Old Handy gets...
Grading, it's not... I didn't mean to.
You are what?
It is a shame your angel...
The Herald?
Yes. Perhaps you don't know.
He is to the great envy. Of course, not all your actions in my realm have been commendable. By destroying the flesh markets, you've harmed my city and impoverished my realm.
Nope. Will not accept slave trade.
You've just arrived in my realm, and you're another island. Yes, I have prepared a
Okay, we go through the Ember stuff.
I know what you had to do to others, and what? What's? Do you think she? I told you to get out.
And consider your offer. Inform you of treason. Okay. Save. This one. Sweet. Okay. We have done what we're gonna do. The deed is there. The deed is done. Now we yay, we level. Mythic level 6. Mythic level 6. We need a superpower. Song of Defiance. Ooh, regeneration 5. Get a mythic feat. Summon an astral deva. That's interesting. Now that I've seen the Hamadryad, this actually makes me kind of sad to see that this is our 9th rank summoning ability. I'm just kind of like, eh. Alright, anyways. What are we doing? Mythic feat. Mythic feat. Cool. Extra. We're just gonna take extra mythic ability, enduring spells or greater enduring spells. Honestly, like, there's a lot that we could do, I think, but effects on you, the effects of your spells on your allies that should last longer than an hour but shorter than 24 hours now last 24 hours. Greater enduring spells will give us anything 5 minutes. Will last 24 hours, right? So that's going to be such a nice bonus. I think that's probably the direction that we actually go. And honestly, the only thing that we would be doing is we'd be improving, like, full mastery or spell focus. These are all useful. It's not like we don't want these, right? But I don't know that we care as much in this particular instance. I think enduring spells is absolutely the way. So let's do that. Do extra mythic ability. We do greater enduring spells. Oh yeah. And now is a different fucking question. Now is superpower 2. The first superpower we took was life bonding friendship, and that is the, you know, all your teamwork feats are applied to everyone, right? Which is fucking amazing. It's also the people live, which is great until it's me, because that sucks. But it is very interesting. Superpower is real big deal. Let's refer to our handy dandy spreadsheet, which we actually haven't checked in a very long time. Our mythics, we went for favorable magic and then options basically all over the place. So what do we have? Favorable magic is whenever an enemy makes a saving throw against her spells, they roll the dice twice and take the worst result. Whenever the Azada makes a concentration check or check to overcome spell resistance, they roll twice, take the best result. If the Azada casts a spell whose description says that a successful saving throw halves its damage or duration, only decreases it by 25% instead. So the reason why we took this in our original planning was the concept that we were going to do a lot of debuffing. We haven't been doing that throughout most of the game, but we are now starting to do this, so I could see this actually being useful. But there are other good options. Zippy Magic. Whenever the Azada casts a spell that targets individual creatures, not areas, the spell affects one additional creature within a 30-foot range from the target. If the target is an enemy, the spell affects one additional enemy. If the target is an ally, the spell attacks one additional ally. And they damage. So, this is actually really good to pair with the fucking laughter one, the hideous laughter or whatever, because you can just chain bounce it. Kind of funny. Well, I say you can chain bounce. You can hit multiple people, which is really fun. Supersonic speed, always under the effect of the haste spell. All melee and ranged weapon attacks against her have a 20% miss chance. All targeted spells aimed at her have a 10% miss chance. All damage from area of effects is halved, even if previously reduced by a saving throw. Whenever the character has missed chance or concealment at the same time, then only the best bonus is applied. This is actually interesting from a defensive perspective. Not super crazy because of the haste spell, because we already have that, but because we get misses and evasion, basically. But I think, in point of fact, the Marvelous Endurance spell is the better version here, right? Because it gives us actual, good defensive statistics. We get fast healing equal to half our mythic rank, so we always have 3 regen per turn, which isn't crazy, but it's something, right? From 4th mythic rank onwards, this number is increased by +5 per mythic rank, right? So, it would be 3, but it's also +5, so it's 13 regeneration per second, if I'm reading that right. So that's pretty cool, right? 13 regen or per second, per turn is pretty nice. Whenever you get critical hits, your endurance is unleashed and you gain 1d6 temporary HP per mythic rank. So 66 temporary HP. And if I have 25% or less hit points, we gain DR10, period. Like, no overcoming, just reduce damage by 10. So this is, I think, actually a pretty good statistic, or a pretty good superpower to keep us alive, which has been an issue in the past. Incredible Might is not super great for us. This is, I say it's not super great for us. This just doesn't really fit for how we have been playing our Azada, right? So, don't really think it's gonna work super well. And then all skilled is actually interesting. You add a bonus equal to your mythic ranks to all skill checks, so we get a +6 to all skill checks. And whenever we roll a skill check, we roll twice. We always roll with advantage, basically. And we become proficient in all types of weapons and armor. So that is actually really interesting. But But I don't. What that actually might be realistically more powerful than the Marvelous Endurance from a protection standpoint because, well, no, because we'd still have arcane casting issues. I always forget about that. So, anyways, I'm not really sure what we want to take. Originally, we were slated to take Favorable Magic. I think it might be better to take Marvelous Endurance because what we do the vast majority of the time is just support the rest of our team. And it's really annoying when we die and have to restart because of it. So taking Marvelous Endurance is maybe a way so that we don't have to deal with that in the future, or we have less of a chance. Like that one time when we got crit 4 times. Right? Wait, was that us or was that Arushale? Someone got, or Ember. Someone got crit like 4 times, right? If that someone was us and we had Marvelous Endurance, that would be a lot of temporary HP that we would have, had to try to avoid dying. So, I don't know. Life Bonding Friendship is absolutely the best one. Like, it's so good. Significantly good. Better than, like, all the other stuff. I think we're probably going to go... It's either Favorable Magic or Marvelous Endurance here. Truth be told. I think we're going to go Marvelous Endurance. Favorable Magic is really, really strong, though. And we have been doing more stuff like that. Getting people to roll twice and take the worst result is really fucking powerful. Damn. Yo, damn. We're gonna go Favorable Magic. Against my better judgment, we're going to go Favorable Magic. We already have Hideous Laughter. We actually have all of these, I believe. Take Cacophonous Call. Oh, are we getting new spells? We are. We're getting 4th level. We're getting Chaotic Healing. Azada channels positive energy to cure all allies in a 30-foot area for 2d8 plus 1 per caster level points of damage, and grants them randomly an effect from one of her following spells: Rejuvenating Poem, Optimistic Smile, or Believe in Yourself. Morale bonus to chosen ability for each 4 caster levels. Optimistic Smile. Or what's the last one? Rejuvenating Poem. Nice. Alright, cool. That's interesting. Azada covers herself in flowers with tiny bees. She gets DR5 Adamantine. Any creature that makes a successful melee attack against Azada takes 1d6 plus her caster level points of piercing damage. That's interesting. And then Waterfall. Azada creates a waterfall. The affected creature suffers 1d10 bludgeoning damage per 4 Azada's caster levels and has to pass a Fortitude saving throw or be knocked down for 1 round and become vulnerable to cold for 1 minute per Azada's caster level. That's a lot of, like, boom, boom, boom stuff. Like, that's a lot of differing things. Interesting. Crushing Despair is pretty good. Heroism, instant enemy. We already have these spells. Overwhelming Grief. These don't really matter to us. We already have them. We could do Greater Animal Aspect. That's a fine buff. We could do Echolocation. That's a fine buff for ourselves. Again, I'm pretty sure we already have Confusion. Yes, we already have Confusion. Oh, we already have Echolocation, do we? No. These are all Azada spells. I'm 90% sure that we already have Confusion ourselves. So we could take Echolocation and Greater Animal Aspect. Oath of Peace. Sure. Cool. Oh, goodness. Unrelenting Assault. You know what? Again, legitimately considering, obviously, right, like, we don't have to. Like, there's nothing on Sela that we're like, oh, we gotta take, you know. But we could just take Enduring Spells, and then next time we could take Greater Enduring Spells. Right? Because all of the things that we're picking up now are just icing on the cake. Like, we don't need flawless attacks, right? It's good, but we don't need it. We don't need Mythic Resolve. We don't need Weapon Focus Mythic, right? Like, we don't have to have that. But they're all nice, don't get me wrong, right? Weapon Focus Mythic actually would be really, really strong. Everything at this point is just kind of like icing, I think. So... Hiya! The problem is that taking Enduring Spells right now really doesn't do much. What we should do is we should respec her and drop something like Unrelenting Assault or Leading Strike. Drop one of these two. And then take Enduring Spells and Greater Enduring Spells. So instead, taking Scythe Mythic will actually benefit us right now. So we'll do that. He has Enduring Spells. We're fucking absolutely doing Greater Enduring Spells. I don't care what else we have access to. We're doing Greater Enduring Spells. So now, all of the fucking billion buffs that Social puts on us will last for a very long time. Okay, so... hers is a bit of a problem, but I do think we still want to do Enduring Spells. Because she also has quite a few buffs. Arushale, I don't think we care nearly as much about from the Enduring Spell side of things. Oh, shit. Lime! I see your stuff over here, but my chat froze. No, my chat didn't freeze. I just didn't see your name with the red Pokemon community game. There would have been too many numbers to run to figure out which would have been the greatest effect, at least for you. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I feel that. Improved critical. Short bow. Critical multiplier increased by 1. That's actually really nice. Weapon focus mythic would be pretty good as well. Both of those are actually strong. Shite. I think we might do short bow for now. Draconic Bloodline Red. Abundant casting, improved abundant casting. Because Amber doesn't really have a lot of buffs that we care about, right? So hers, I don't think we need to worry about as much. But hers, we could just do greater abundant casting, right? That's definitely an option. Alternatively, we could do critical raise. Or this is actually, I think, really interesting, is Sorceress Reflex on Ember, letting you do a pretty big spell immediately, right? You can cast the first spell after an initiative roll as a swift action if that spell is either a first level or at least 2 levels lower than the maximum level of spells you can cast. So she can cast 8th level spells right now, I think. Meaning that she could cast a 6th level spell. So she could start off a fight with, like, I think Hellfire Ray we got at 6th level. We have a 6th level Hellfire Ray. I could be wrong. Either way, though, she could throw out 2 Hellfire Rays or like a Hellfire Ray and a Scorching Ray in a single turn and do a shit ton of damage initially. So that's, I think, really strong. However, we could increase our DCs, right? Or we could increase the weapon focus that we get. There's a lot, I think, that we can still do with Look. Because she is a little bit behind the curve because she had to take Ascendant Element Fire and Draconic Bloodline Red to amp up to get through damage resistance and then amp up the dungeon. You guess Sorceress Reflex could be useful in terms of economy? Yeah, absolutely. It's purely an economy scenario. Like Ember does so much damage, it's basically saying on the first turn that you can nuke entire areas twice, or you can almost like 2 Hellfire Rays at a single, and this will pay dividends as we level, right? Like, because once she hits, because we don't do 9th levels yet, so once she hits 9th levels, she'll be able to do a 7th level spell slot as a swift action. And 2 Hellfire Rays at a single target at the start of a fight is going to take out almost anything, right? So, pretty crazy shit. However, it is a little niche, I guess, right? I think we might just go weapon focus mythic to start with, and that'll be fine, I think. Again, because I don't think we care about any of the... She doesn't have any buffs comparatively that we give a shit about. So I don't think we care about enduring spells from her. Okay. Wacha, that is what it is. Let's check our handy dandy sheet. Walking on corpses. Okay. Hepsimira's whereabouts have been ascertained. She's on the remote island of Kolifir. This is where Baphomet's daughter is mining. Okay, great. Dangerous knowledge. The lady in shadow wants to obtain the lexicon of paradox. We did the wicked. Okay. I have both parts of the lexicon of paradox already, right? Yeah, lexicon of paradox part 2. I say that. Where's part 1? That's a truckload of green checks. This game is so huge. Like, I will say this. I'll say so many good things about this game, right? But my god, this game has fucking content. Like, I've 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 put 200 plus hours into this game and not beaten it once. Right? Obviously, I play slow. I get that, right? But not beaten it once, and that's just on one path. Like, the game changes depending on the mythic path that you're taking. So, like, there's so much content in this game. Where is... Do we not have the Lexicon of Paradox Part 1? How would we not have the Lexicon of Paradox Part 1? Did we give it over? Did we lose it? Okay. Hold the thought.
Here we go.
Question mark. Okay. We're gonna do a look-see, because I'm relatively certain we had that. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Trying to find information that is non-spoilery is very difficult. Sorry. I apologize. I think though, what we might, if I go to abilities, there should be a cha 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 cha. Well, it says Lexicon of Paradox Part 1. Or Part 2. +1 competence bonus to AC against demon. I guess it's possible we just didn't get the book. But that feels weird to me because so I was reading on the wiki, right? Like again, trying to avoid spoilers. I was reading what was in the book, what the verbiage of the book is, and it's absolutely familiar, right? Like it sounds exactly like something that we have read before. But I guess it's possible that we didn't get it. If you have it, you should have a buff for the Lexicon of Paradox Part 1. And we don't have that, so I guess we just missed it. It feels really weird to me. We might have to go back to Arilu's lab and see if we can... I don't know if we can get back in there, actually. It is what it is. Alright, anyways. Well, I guess if that's the case, then we can't exactly turn it into Nocticula, now can we? Meaning that that portion is done. There's nothing that we can do about that if we don't have the Lexicon of Paradox. Okay. Well... I think if that's the case, then I think we're good to go, right?
I am here all week.
Like, other than that, it's just time to do the deed. Ivu is massive now. Ivu is on their own huge. Very cool. And 12d10. 12d10. Holy shite, that's a big breath weapon too. 12d10? Yeah, that's better than the Red Dragon's 12d8. Holy fuck. Ivu a monster. All right, fair enough. Very, very cool. Very, 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 very cool. Ooh. Does Ivu have more spells now? Yes, Ivu does have more spells now. Nothing super crazy. I mean, prayer's good. I don't use prayer as much as I should. Remove blindness, remove curse. Those are fine. Okay. Remove paralysis. Pretty decent. Okay. I think that is probably where we are going to end this episode. I lied. Oh, wait. Those aren't levels. We mythic ranks, not levels. That is where we're going to end this episode. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. We're going to keep playing. If you're watching on YouTube, hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time for more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.